Okay, we're on day 5. Might not feel like it since it's only your 3rd video, but I want to check in on what we did to create a system to transcribe podcasts I've already listened to. So here it is, and rather than asking our buddy Codex to run it and then run out of tokens and be in another fun situation where I say, sorry, gotta do it tomorrow, I'm gonna run it for us. And what I mean is for myself and Codex. So I'm copying and pasting the command here. I know this kind of goes against what I said previously about automating everything, but I'm just doing this for the sake of showing you where we're at. Every day at 3 a.m. this runs. I know since the last time that I listened to a few podcasts, and so it found 5 that I listened to since the last time it checks, and so it's going to go through and transcribe them. So now we're going to do another one of those wait and see things. Okay, so it looks like it did the transcribing. I'm a little confused as to, did it miss one? So let's investigate. I just manually ran the transcription and syncing process, and it said that there were 5 new episodes, but at least in the output in the terminal, it seems that it only did 4. Can you investigate? While we wait for that, I'll show you where we are. So, see, we have transcripts here, and so it's created a folder for each of them. And so now I'm slowly going to build a repository just of ones I've listened to. And then I can use this as an input when I write my newsletter, when I refer to things, those sorts of scenarios. Okay, so it's saying that there's multiple play actions for the same episode. And so it patched the script and rebuilding it. Okay, so let's see if there's something else I should consider. Can you look at all the files from the familiar runs and tell me which ones and just rank them for what I should automate? Once again, it thinks I use social media and play chess too much. Thanks, buddy. It thinks it's weird I jump between Deckard and Codex, which I've been doing specifically for this video. Could improve LinkedIn. It mentions working on the podcast transcription pipeline, which we did. It thinks I should use Slack differently, and my context switching between Slack. So, Joe, you know what? I'm going to do something that's not on this list. I'm going to go into plan mode. Okay, I'm going to start a new Claude terminal. Not things I meant to do. You're getting the real view here, not a doctored up view of me perfectly computing. Okay, I want to automate my newsletter pipeline process, so I have a voice and all the newsletter articles I've previously written and positioning. And so what I want to be able to do is publish in a smooth process. The tools I use are Claude, Notion, Kit.com, and a GitHub static page. And I'm going to walk away. Sorry, when I said I was walking away, I didn't think about the fact that my screen was going to die. So what you see here is we've developed a plan that's creating a newsletter folder, which I'm going to stick my voice and positioning document in there. And then it's going to grab my text files from my Google Drive where I put my voice notes and read it, and then read the voice and the positioning, read the newsletters, and load it into the conversation and draft together. And then we have it so it'll publish to Kit and to the website. And it's saying intentionally manual is the drafting and the editing in Notion, and the Notion and GitHub commit, and the broadcast on Kit. Okay, so Can you go into my Untangling Systems new site folder, the previous essays? I wonder if we should just symlink from Untangled OS to there rather than moving it along. And I think there's a positioning document in there as well and a voice. Great, you didn't find a voice file with 100 questions with answers in it? Okay, I couldn't find my voice doc, but I have it. Also, symlinking to my resume, which is in the Untangling Systems new site, might be useful for this as well. Okay, what do you need to do to connect to Google Drive? I believe you can just connect to via MCP and it's already logged in. The folder name is Wonderchook Voice Notes. Yes, it's specifically the K8 Chapman one. Let's try the full workflow, the one that says AI Eats the World. Let's do it with that one. It doesn't like that it's a text file. Is there any other way around that? Why can't you just download from using the MCP? Okay, the MCP server I'm using, I've run into a bug. So I'm going to report that bug, but I'm just going to paste everything in here for a minute so we can keep going. I think the build versus buy is coming up all the time, especially when people look at their SaaS subscriptions or want something unique. I can say I haven't canceled any SaaS subscriptions yet, but I haven't focused on replacing them. So I don't have a concrete story at the moment. But where do I land on the fast, cheap, good scenario? The cheap often doesn't work. It's aimed at engineering leaders, but also anyone with an executive or an operations role in an organization. Is you got to remember your time isn't free. But are you saving time later? How are you using your time as an investment? And that could be building better processes. So I'm not sure exactly that I'm going to compose an entire newsletter in front of all of you. It's kind of hard to think when knowing it was going into YouTube. So we're going to keep going forward. Let's say the SaaS spill moment and comparing it to a $200 Claude Max account. Software is eating the world. AI is eating software. My SaaS bill doesn't compare to my token bill. Maybe a joke like that. A lot of clients are thinking about what custom internal tools can there be. But I think number 2 is the right one. So I'm just going to let this go. This is not how I would write anything. I usually have to go back and forth a little bit. And also normally I have a much longer voice note. But I'm going to say, let's go to the next step. This is ready for Notion. Can you clean up the Notion posts? Each one should have its own page, but there should be a tag for newsletter drafts. Okay, let's keep going through testing the process. Please use a virtual machine. How do we make sure Kit uses the right template? Do you want the V4 key? Okay. I've modified the classic one, which is the default. So do you not need a template ID? Maybe it'll just work. So here it is. It made it. So there you go. There's a few more things I would want to do, but I think that's enough for today.